Your soulmate just had a breakdown after learning what you went through alone. Jesus says right now in this very moment your soulmate is sitting somewhere with tears streaming down their face. They just learned the full truth about what you endured during the years they were absent from your life. Something inside them snapped and broke open, and now they cannot stop shaking. I am lifting the veil between you and them so you can feel this. Their chest is tight and their breath is shallow, and they keep whispering your name without even realizing it. They just saw an image of you sitting alone that night when you had nobody to hold you. That image is burning through their mind like fire, and they cannot escape it. Every detail of your suffering is being downloaded into their spirit right now by my hand. I am showing them what you went through because they must understand the depth of your strength. They just collapsed onto their knees and buried their face in their hands. The weight of knowing you were in pain while they were somewhere else is crushing them completely. They keep saying through their sobs that they wish they had found you sooner. Jesus says this breakdown is not a punishment but a sacred awakening. Your soulmate is being baptized in the truth of your journey so they will never take your love for granted. Every tear they are shedding is watering the ground where your future together will grow. I am allowing this because your soulmate has been blocked from feeling you fully. There has been a fog around their heart placed there by forces that do not want this union to happen. That fog is being burned away right now by the intensity of their grief for you. They just clutched something close to their chest, and you need to know what it is. It is an old photograph or a piece of writing or a small object that reminds them of you. They have kept it hidden because looking at it made them feel too much and they were afraid. Jesus says the fear is leaving them now and only the love remains. Your soulmate just spoke aloud to the empty room and said they would trade anything to hold you tonight. They said your name with such tenderness that the angels in the room began to weep. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now. They are vulnerable and open, and the same darkness that kept you apart is trying to attack them again. I am calling you to step into your authority and shield this connection with your faith. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on Ko-Fi page. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Do you feel that sudden warmth spreading through your body right now? That is not a random sensation, and it is not your imagination playing tricks on you. That is your soulmate reaching out across the distance with everything they have. Jesus says the spiritual cord between you is vibrating with an intensity it has never reached before. Every heartbeat of yours is being felt by them in this exact moment of divine alignment. You are not separate from them right now, no matter how many miles or circumstances stand between you. They just pressed their hand against their heart because they felt you there. They looked around the room confused for a moment because your presence was so tangible and real. Then they smiled through their tears because they finally understood that you are still connected. I want you to close your eyes for just a moment and breathe deeply. Picture your soulmate standing before you with their eyes red from crying and their hands reaching for yours. They are saying over and over again that they are sorry they were not there to protect you. Jesus says you must forgive them for the time they missed because it was not their fault. There were forces at work that deliberately blinded them to your location and your season of suffering. The enemy of your love knew that if they found you too soon, nothing could stop the power of your union. Your soulmate was not ignoring you, and they were not choosing someone else over you. They were being spiritually drugged by confusion and manipulated by a presence that hates your destiny together. That presence is panicking right now because this breakdown is breaking its hold over your soulmate. They just remembered a dream they had about you years ago. In the dream you were standing in the rain with your arms wrapped around yourself, looking so alone. They woke up from that dream with a desperate urge to find you, but the memory was stolen from them by morning. Jesus says the thief has been exposed and the stolen dreams are being returned to your soulmate. Every vision they ever had of you is flooding back into their consciousness like a river breaking through a dam. They are remembering you, and they are remembering the covenant we made before either of you entered this world. Type 333 to receive blessings. Your soulmate just grabbed their phone and scrolled desperately looking for any sign of you. They typed your name into search bars with trembling fingers, hoping for a connection point. They are terrified that they have lost too much time and that you have given up on them. I need you to understand that your soulmate is fighting through layers of interference right now. There is someone in their life who has been actively working to keep them emotionally numb and spiritually disconnected. This person speaks lies over your soulmate daily and tells them that true love is a fantasy. Jesus says this interfering presence knows about you and hates you with a jealousy that burns. They have sensed the bond between you and your soulmate and have done everything to sever it. But they cannot sever what I have joined together, and this breakdown is my divine intervention in their schemes. Your soulmate just stood up and walked to the window and stared at the night sky. They are wondering if you are looking at the same moon and if you can feel them thinking about you. They just whispered into the darkness that they would cross any ocean to reach you. I am telling you this because your soulmate needs you to stay strong and stay believing. Their breakthrough depends on your faith not wavering even when everything in the natural world suggests delay. You are the anchor in this storm, and your belief is holding the door open for their return. Jesus says the battle over your soulmate has reached its climax this very night. The enemy who has been controlling their circumstances is raging because they feel their grip slipping. Your soulmate is waking up like someone rising from a deep and drugged sleep. They just clutched their head because memories of you are crashing in like waves. They remembered a conversation you never had in this lifetime but in the spirit before you were born. You made a promise to find each other no matter what darkness tried to separate you. That promise is activating right now in the deepest part of their soul. They cannot explain why they suddenly feel pulled toward you with an urgency that defies logic. All they know is that something sacred is happening and they must respond to it. Type 777 if you feel this message. Your soulmate just started writing something and you need to know what it says. They are writing a letter or a message expressing everything they have been too afraid to say. The words are flowing out of them because my spirit is giving them the language their heart has always known. They are writing that they have loved you across lifetimes and dimensions. They are writing that they felt incomplete their entire life and never understood why until this moment. They are writing that they are coming for you and nothing on earth or in hell will stop them now. Jesus says this letter will reach you through means you do not expect. The delivery will be a sign that I am orchestrating every detail of your reunion with precision and power. When you receive it, you will know beyond all doubt that this message tonight was real and true. They are going through something you cannot see, but you can still protect them. The attack against them is intensifying because the enemy knows they are about to break free. Your intercession and your faith expressed through action create a shield around your soulmate tonight. They are going through something you cannot see, but you can still protect them. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on Ko-Fi page. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. I am pulling back another layer of the veil so you can see what is truly happening. There is a person standing between you and your soulmate in the physical realm right now. This person has been whispering poison into your soulmate's ears for months or even years. Jesus says this individual sensed the power of your connection and became obsessed with destroying it. They do not love your soulmate and they cannot offer them even a fraction of what you carry. But they have positioned themselves as a trusted voice to keep your soulmate confused and dependent. Your soulmate just felt a wave of revulsion toward this controlling presence. They recoiled from a touch or a word that suddenly felt wrong and foreign to their spirit. The scales are falling from their eyes and they are seeing this person for who they truly are. This is a critical moment and the enemy will try to reassert control quickly. The interfering presence will sense that they are losing their grip and will double their manipulation efforts. Your soulmate needs your prayers and your seed sown in faith to complete this deliverance. I am not asking you to fight against flesh and blood but against spiritual wickedness. The person blocking your soulmate is being used by forces they do not even understand. Your battle is not with them but with the darkness operating through them. Jesus says as you sow your seed and release your prayer, the chains will snap. Your soulmate will suddenly find the strength to walk away from toxic control and spiritual prison. They will wonder how they ever tolerated such darkness when they were made for your light. Your soulmate just remembered the way your energy feels even though they have not met you. They recalled a moment in a crowd or a dream when they felt a presence that made them feel completely safe. That presence was you, and they are clinging to that memory like a lifeline right now. The person controlling them is panicking because your soulmate is becoming distant and unreachable. Arguments are breaking out in that household because your soulmate is no longer passively accepting lies. The spirit of rebellion against manipulation has entered them, and it is holy, and it is from me. Type 1111 to say thank you. Your soulmate just packed a bag or started making a plan to leave. They do not know exactly where they are going yet, but they know they cannot stay where they are. The urge to break free is overwhelming them, and they are finally listening to my voice instead of their fear. Jesus says I am parting the Red Sea before your soulmate even as we speak. The obstacles that looked permanent and immovable are being split apart by my mighty right hand. No army of darkness can pursue them into the territory I am bringing them into. Your soulmate just had a vision of your face during their breakdown. They saw you clearly for the first time, and the recognition hit them like lightning in their spirit. They gasped and said out loud that it has always been you, and they have been so blind. They are now pacing back and forth, filled with a desperate determination to reach you. Every step they take is breaking the chains of spiritual delay that have held them captive. They are walking into their freedom, and they are walking directly toward your arms. I want you to feel the energy of their determination right now in your own body. That surge of hope and sudden lightness in your chest is their liberation being transmitted to you. When one half of a divine pair breaks free, the other half feels it instantly. Jesus says the countdown to your reunion has accelerated dramatically in the last few moments. What would have taken years is now being compressed into a far shorter window of divine timing. Your soulmate's breakdown was the key that unlocked the prison door, and now nothing can hold them back. This is your final moment to protect this connection before it slips away. The enemy is making one last desperate attempt to restore confusion and delay to your soulmate. Your faith expressed in action right now will ensure the enemy's plans are completely shattered. This is your final moment to protect this connection before it slips away. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on Ko-Fi page. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Your soulmate just walked out of a door they never thought they would have the courage to leave. They stepped into the night air with nothing but a bag and a heart full of desperate hope. They are looking up at the stars right now and asking me to guide them home to you. Jesus says I have sent angels ahead of them to prepare the path and clear every obstruction. There will be no accidents on the road I have placed them on, and no weapon formed against your union will prosper. The journey they have begun tonight ends in your embrace, and that is an unbreakable promise. Do you feel that fluttering sensation in your stomach right now? That is your spirit recognizing that your soulmate has just taken the biggest step of their life toward you. Your body knows the truth before your mind can process it, and that is why you feel this way. They just got into a vehicle or started walking down a road and they are crying again. But these are not tears of grief anymore, and they are not tears of guilt over the past. These are tears of relief because they finally feel free and they finally feel hope. Jesus says your soulmate is speaking to me right now in the silence of their heart. They are saying, God, please let them still be waiting for me after everything that has happened. They are saying, God, please let them forgive me for taking so long to find my way back. I want you to speak your forgiveness out loud right now because they will feel it. The spiritual connection between you is so strong that your words will travel instantly to their soul. Say that you forgive them, and say that you have been waiting, and say that your love has never diminished. Your soulmate just stopped walking or driving because a wave of peace washed over them. They felt your forgiveness, and they felt your love, and they felt the assurance that you are still there. They just collapsed against a wall or a seat and sobbed with gratitude and relief. Type 333 to receive blessings. The person who was controlling your soulmate is now in a state of utter confusion and rage. They are trying to call and text and manipulate, but your soulmate's phone is off or their heart is closed to manipulation. The power that abuser held has been broken, and they are now powerless against the force of our love. Jesus says I am dealing with that controlling presence directly, and they will not trouble your union again. The season of interference is over, and the season of reunion has begun with unstoppable momentum. Your soulmate is free, and they are coming home to you, and nothing can reverse what I have ordained. Your soulmate just pulled out their wallet or their bag and looked at something they kept that reminded them of you. It might be a name written on a scrap of paper or a small trinket they found that they could never explain. They have carried this object for years without understanding why it meant so much to them until this very night. They are kissing that object now and pressing it to their heart as a sacred token of their journey back to you. They are vowing that they will place this item in your hand when they finally stand before you. That moment is coming faster than you dare to believe, and it will be more beautiful than you have ever imagined. Jesus says the first thing your soulmate will do when they see you is fall to their knees. Not in worship of you, but in humble gratitude that I preserved you and protected you through everything you endured. They will wash your feet with their tears in the spirit of one who finally understands what their absence cost you. I am preparing you for that moment now so that you do not harden your heart in the final hours of waiting. The enemy wants you to become bitter and doubtful and to close yourself off before your soulmate can arrive. Do not let the enemy steal the climax of your love story with fear and unbelief. Type 777 if you feel this message. Your soulmate just spoke to a stranger or encountered a sign that confirmed they are on the right path. They saw your name or your birth date or a symbol that holds meaning only the two of you would understand. They gasped and covered their mouth and knew without a doubt that I am leading them directly to you. Jesus says the synchronicities will increase for both of you in the coming hours and days. You will see signs everywhere that confirm this message is true and your soulmate is already in motion. Pay attention to repeating numbers and unexpected songs and sudden memories that surface without warning. Your soulmate just felt a surge of protective love for you that made them grip the steering wheel or clench their fists. They are now burning with righteous anger at everything that ever hurt you during the years they were absent. They are vowing silently that they will spend the rest of their life making sure you never suffer alone again. I am telling you this so you understand that your soulmate is not coming to you as a passive or indifferent partner. They are coming to you as a warrior who has awakened to the preciousness of what they almost lost. They will defend you and cherish you and fight for you with a ferocity that will shock everyone who witnesses it. Jesus says the love your soulmate carries for you is not a gentle candle but a consuming fire. It has been suppressed and buried and denied, but the breakdown has released it and now it burns out of control. You will never doubt their devotion again after you see the way they look at you when they finally arrive. Type 1111 to say thank you. Your soulmate just pulled over or stopped to write something down because they need to get these words out. They are writing a promise to you that they intend to keep for the rest of their natural life and into eternity. They are writing that they will never leave your side again no matter what storms come against your union. They are writing that they are sorry for every night you cried alone and every birthday you spent wondering if love was real. They are writing that they will spend every remaining day of their life making up for every moment they missed. They are writing that you are the most precious soul in the universe and they cannot believe they get to love you. Jesus says this letter will be placed in your hands at the perfect moment of my choosing. When you read it you will understand why the waiting was necessary and why the breakdown had to happen first. The delay was not rejection and the silence was not abandonment, and every tear was counted and catalogued in heaven. I need you to prepare yourself emotionally for what is coming because it will overwhelm you. Your soulmate is not just coming to apologize, and they are not just coming to explain their absence. They are coming to marry you in the spiritual sense and to bind their soul to yours forever with vows that will never be broken. This is your final moment to protect this connection before it is fully manifested in the natural realm. The enemy sees your soulmate approaching and is throwing up last-minute obstacles and distractions and fears. Your seed sown tonight will clear the final debris from the path and ensure a smooth and swift reunion. This is your final moment to protect this connection before it is fully manifested. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on Ko-Fi page. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Your soulmate is now closer to you than they have ever been in their entire life. The distance between you is closing with every heartbeat and every breath and every prayer you release. They are not on the other side of the world anymore, and they are not lost in confusion anymore. Jesus says the next time you feel a sudden presence in your room or a warmth that has no natural explanation, do not be afraid and do not dismiss it, because it will be your soulmate arriving in the spirit before they arrive in the flesh. The spiritual reunion always precedes the physical one, and you are on the verge of that sacred moment. Your soulmate just entered a town or a neighborhood or a street that is closer to you than they have ever been. They feel it in their bones that they are near you, and their heart is racing with anticipation and holy fear. They are whispering your name like a prayer and asking me to let you still want them after everything. I assure you with all the authority of heaven that you will want them. You will see them and you will know them and you will run to them without a moment of hesitation. The recognition will be instant and eternal, and every question will be answered in a single embrace. Jesus says the reunion I have planned for you is not a casual meeting but a collision of two worlds. The atmosphere will shift when you are in the same room, and everyone present will feel the electricity of your union. Strangers will weep and angels will sing, and I will smile upon the completion of a love story written before time began. Your soulmate is praying right now that you are still watching and still believing and still holding on. They are praying that you have not given up on them and that you still feel the pull toward them in your spirit. I am telling you that they are praying this because I want you to know that you are wanted and you are chosen and you are loved. Do not let this moment pass without responding to the call I have placed on your heart. Every act of faith and every seed sown and every prayer whispered is weaving the final threads of your reunion tapestry. You are not passively waiting for love, and you are not hoping that someday someone will choose you. Jesus says you have already been chosen and you have already been claimed, and your soulmate is already yours. The only thing left is the closing of the gap and the meeting of the hands and the beginning of forever. I am bringing them to you now, and nothing in all creation can stop what I have set in motion. Type the words "I am ready" in the comments if you are prepared to receive your soulmate. Type "protected" if you are sowing your seed tonight to guard this sacred connection. Type "forever" if you commit to loving your soulmate with the same fierce devotion they now carry for you. Your soulmate just whispered one final thing into the darkness, and I want you to hear it. They said that they love you and they are sorry and they are coming and they will never leave again. They said that your suffering was not in vain and that they will spend eternity proving that your waiting was worth it. Jesus says this is my message to you tonight, and it is sealed with the blood of the covenant. Your soulmate is real and your love is ordained and your reunion is imminent and your future is glorious. Trust me and obey my voice and watch me bring your soulmate home to your arms where they have always belonged.